In 1951, a young black mother named Henrietta Lacks walked into Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland, looking for help. She didn't know she was about to change the world. Henrietta was 31 years old. She was a wife, a mother of 5, and a tobacco farmer who had grown up in rural Virginia. Like many black families in the early 1900s, her life was shaped by hard work, limited access to health care, and a system that often treated black lives as expendable. But Henrietta was more than her circumstances. She was known as warm, funny, stylish, and full of life. People who loved her said she lit up a room, and then she got sick. Henrietta began feeling pain. Pain that wouldn't go away. She noticed bleeding that didn't make sense. By the time she arrived at Johns Hopkins, doctors found something alarming: an aggressive tumor on her cervix. Henrietta was diagnosed with cervical cancer. At the time, hospitals were segregated. Johns Hopkins was one of the few places that treated black patients, often in separate wards. Henrietta began radium treatments, the standard care at the time. But during one of her procedures, something else happened. Something she never consented to. Doctors removed samples of her cancer cells. They didn't ask her. They didn't explain it. They simply took them. And those cells did something no one expected. They didn't die. Most human cells stopped dividing shortly after being removed from the body. Henrietta's didn't. They multiplied endlessly. Scientists labeled them using the first 2 letters of her name, HeLa. Henrietta Lacks became the source of the first immortal human cell line in history. Her cells helped lead to the polio vaccine. They transformed cancer research. They advanced genetics, fertility treatments, and virology. They were sent into space. They shaped modern medicine as we know it, and all of it happened without her knowledge. While Henrietta's cells were traveling the world, her health was rapidly declining. The cancer spread throughout her body. She suffered immensely. In 1951, just months after her diagnosis, Henrietta Lacks died. She was 31 years old, a mother, a daughter, a woman whose name the world would use but not speak. For decades, her family had no idea her cells were still alive. Researchers distributed HeLa cells globally. Pharmaceutical companies profited. Scientific careers were built. Meanwhile, Henrietta's children struggled, financially, emotionally, and medically, never knowing that their mother had helped save millions of lives. The truth didn't fully come out until the 1970s, when scientists contacted the family for genetic information. The family was confused and frightened. Some believed Henrietta was still alive somewhere. Others felt violated all over again. Her story became a reckoning, not just about science, but about race, consent, ethics, and who gets to benefit from medical breakthroughs. Years later, Henrietta's story finally reached a wider audience through a powerful film adaptation. In 2017, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks was released, bringing her life and legacy to the screen. The film stars Oprah Winfrey as Henrietta's daughter, Deborah Lacks, whose emotional journey anchors the story. The movie focuses not only on the science, but on the deep personal cost paid by the Lacks family. It shows the confusion, the grief, the anger, and the search for answers that lasted generations. The film is based on the best-selling book of the same name and was praised for finally centering the family's voice, not just the laboratory results. Today, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks can be viewed on HBO and streamed on Max, making her story accessible to new generations who deserve to know the full truth. But even with recognition, the pain doesn't disappear. Henrietta never gave consent. Her family didn't share in the profits, and the medical system that benefited from her body failed to protect her dignity. So when we talk about Henrietta Lacks, we must tell the whole story, not just the miracle, the cost. Because Henrietta was not a specimen. She was a woman who loved deeply, laughed freely, and deserved the right to choose what happened to her own body. Her legacy now lives in laboratories, textbooks, classrooms, and in film. But more importantly, it lives in every conversation about patient rights, medical ethics, and racial justice in healthcare. Henrietta Lacks changed the world, and the world still owes her more than thanks. It owes her respect. It owes her remembrance. If you enjoyed learning about this history, please like, subscribe, and share so that we can continue to make videos about African American history. Thank you for watching.